Today we tour a beautiful home designed with an amazing color palette.
Hi, my name is Joe Fava. I am the principal of Fava Design Group based in Miami. People are drawn to color, and for so many years the design aesthetic was to keep everything neutral, and I feel like people are moving away from that.
This is the perfect place to discuss ways to liven your home decor on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. Adding color to your home decor doesn't have to feel intimidating. In fact, it's a great way to create beautiful and cozy spaces. This 2,800 square foot townhome has 3 bedrooms and 4.5 baths. The homeowners gave Joe the creative freedom to design unique spaces, and he delivered. Joe, welcome to SoFlo Home Project. It's great to have you here.
Thank you for having us back.
Yeah, no, it's so nice. We love the way you work with color, and I think this home is no different than all of your beautiful work we've seen before because the use of color is so special. And one thing I want to share with our viewers is tackling the floor plan of a townhome. So how did you sort of segment the floor plan to really make this very livable and beautiful?
This is our 2nd out of 4 projects for this particular client. And we noticed from the first project to this project that they were going to entertain a little bit less and a little bit more casual. So for this level, we wanted to incorporate seating, sort of the living room, but have a little dining area as well.
And this is a really nice layout because I love that you've got these large swivel chairs and you've got a very comfortable looking sofa, and then you complete it with the movable ottomans.
Right, extra seating.
So let's dive into the use of color and pattern and texture, because in here I think there is a lot, but the boldest colors in this home come from the artwork in this room.
Correct. Some projects we design the space first and then help the clients curate an art collection. In this particular instance, the clients had started their own art collection. What we wanted to do is we wanted to pick a sort of a more neutral palette that complemented the art instead of fighting with it.
Joe, I think what is so important when you're designing with color is also the texture, and there's such rich and beautiful textures and patterns in here, like these drapes.
So these drapes were one of our focal points. You can see that it's very neutral, but these are embroidered on these circles.
Such a pretty look.
So it's really sophisticated, and I think at night it looks really beautiful. Also, behind you, when you see the glass tile on the wall, we wanted to make this a focal point as well, sort of to delineate the living room. So a lot of the colors that we picked, for example, in the rug and the fabrics, all come from that as well.
Don't be afraid of bringing that color in, and we are going to check out how you use color more in this townhome when we come back. Coming up on SoFlo Home Project, we show you how to carve out the right space in an open floor plan for a dining room.
I'm Tat with FHIA, and we had the opportunity to meet with a new homeowner who wanted to upgrade her windows with great hurricane protection. We're going to show you her decisions on today's SoFlo Home Project.
Here I am among the 10 conveniently located home stores at Gulfstream Park Village, and today I'm after dining rooms. By now, I hope you've registered for our SoFlo Home Project and Gulfstream Park Village Home Sweet Home Stores at Gulfstream Park Village gift card giveaway. My guess is that all of you could use a $5,000 gift card home makeover for summer. Stay where you are, and I'll give you all the info on how to register in just a bit. But first, I'm after dining rooms, and this is Crate and Barrel. So we're here at Crate and Barrel checking out some great dining room options, and of course that is the center of all great meals, so you need a great table and chairs, and you can find a lot of that here. This knot table is part of a collection of beautiful pieces for the dining room. You've got a matching sideboard and a bench, so you can kind of mix and match and get that bench seating on one side and beautiful upholstered chairs on the other. These Addison chairs with the slip cover are beautiful in the white, but they're also available in a variety of colors like navy, charcoal, pumice, and golden. This really modernizes the farmhouse look with that casual elegance. And what is a great dining room without a beautiful light fixture? This oversized drum is the Finley Wheat pendant light, and it is great. The scale is so big. It has that beautiful natural linen look that pairs so well with the chair fabric. So now that we've seen one beautiful dining set, there's a whole lot more to check out, so we're gonna head over further into the store. So perhaps you're looking for more of a mid-century modern look, and of course, we've got the beautiful Tate collection here, inspired by that look of the 1960s. It's beautiful, it's streamlined, and available in 2 finishes. This gorgeous walnut Tate dining table pairs beautifully with the Anna dining chairs in 4 neutral linen colors. You've got charcoal, gray, ivory, and navy. Really just such beautiful neutrals that work well with any color palette. And here at Crate & Barrel, not only can you get the furniture, but you can set up your entire table, so all of the beautiful table settings are available as well. Now, to register to win $5,000 in gift cards from the 10 home stores at Gulfstream Park Village, go to local10.com/contest and enter the Home Sweet Home Stores at Gulfstream Park Village gift card giveaway from SoFlo Home Project and Gulfstream Park Village, so register now. And next week, we'll be at Z Gallery checking out another one of the 10 home stores here at Gulfstream Park Village. 10 home stores, 1 address. And there's only 2 weeks left to enter the contest, so hurry and good luck. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. We're continuing our tour of this beautiful Fort Lauderdale condo designed by Joe Fava of Fava Design. Joe, it's great to have you back with us because we love the way you use color in your designs. And today we've been sharing with our viewers how to infuse color into your palette as well as textures and pattern. So over here we're in the dining room. Bridging the space between the living room and kitchen is a beautiful dining area.
The way that we sort of tackled the open floor plan was creating different seating areas. So we have the living over there, the dining, and then over towards the kitchen, more bar seating.
And plenty of seating, too.
We do. It's actually a small space, but I feel like quite a few people could sit here and feel comfortable.
Absolutely. And what I love about this is you've also brought in the blues and the textures, not only with the chairs, but this amazing piece behind us. Like, this brings in all of your colors.
So this we actually custom designed, and I love the color block in the front. And most of this is lacquer. We chose the paints, and then these squares are actually suede.
Love that.
So again, it's a way that we incorporated colors throughout, but we also added texture.
Well, it's such a nice balance of everything in here that we've seen so far. And we're gonna check out how you brought color and textures into some other rooms in the house, the bathrooms. But first, let's see what Tack Renata from FHIA has for us today.
I know for several weeks we've been talking about how important it is for the in-home consultation, and this is another great example. This is a new homeowner who just moved in 3 months ago, and she was really concerned about security, not just for the hurricanes because she had the panel shutters, but she was worried that it would be difficult for her to put on the shutters, so it was something that she didn't want to have to deal with in case of a hurricane. But she really wanted something that will give her better security year-round. Also something energy efficiency. She really wanted to enhance the curb appeal of the home and change the look of the front of the house. So we decided to go get rid of the bronze color frame and go with a white frame. In doing so, we showed her a lot of different options from different manufacturers. She ultimately decided on a product from Custom Window Systems that's gonna look really pretty here. It's gonna give her a sliding window still because this opening is for a bedroom, and we wanted to make sure whoever's in there could be able to get out safely in case of an emergency. So we still went with a sliding style window. Also, this existing window had a crack in it, so it was one of the reasons why she originally brought us right to this window specifically when we met with her, because just like all the windows, the original construction, but when she bought the house, this was already a concern for her. Also, energy efficiency was a big concern for her because this gets a lot of natural sunlight with not a lot of an overhang here. So she wanted something that was going to keep this room comfortable and save her money on the energy bills. So with the Solar Max technology that she chose, it's going to reflect all that radiant heat away from the home, making it comfortable and also saving her that money. So she made a lot of great decisions. I know when the installation's completed, she's going to love how everything turns out. Back to you, Alena.
Thanks, Tat. Joe, so I wanted to share with our viewers some of the beautiful bathrooms you designed in this townhome, because there are many, and I think another great opportunity to share how designers incorporate different textures and patterns to continue a color palette. So let's start with the powder room.
So the powder bath is one of our favorites. In there, we incorporated a very dark sapphire blue mica wallpaper. So in some lights it looks black, in some lights it looks blue. We did all the trim in black, so it's very dark and moody, and I feel dramatic.
And in a powder room, great room to take that risk.
Exactly. A lot of people think that when you have a smaller space, you have to use lighter fabrics and wall coverings. But I feel the opposite. I feel like a powder bath is a great area to experiment, to do something bold, and also it creates sort of a conversation piece when you're entertaining for people to walk into the powder bath and see something that they haven't seen before.
Now, as we travel up another floor and another floor, let's go to one of the guest baths. That has more of a lighter palette, but heavy in textures.
So that bathroom in particular, we wanted to make more spa-like. So the tile here is a glass and stone combination in a hexagon pattern, and we carried that through the tub surround and also into the shower. The wallpaper is the vinyl, which is great for an active bathroom, but it's metallic and it's also textured in a vertical pattern.
On the top story of this townhome is the master suite, and you brought in a beautiful, almost aqua teal-like color, as well as with the neutrals in that bathroom.
That suite is more in the teal family. So that glass tile has touches of teal in different colors. And again, we did a textured wallpaper there in more like a deep teal. So again, I think you can keep things soothing and soft, but add color and texture in moderation, and it creates just a very cohesive spot.
Coming up on SoFlo Home Project, we look at bringing color into the kitchen. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we're continuing our tour of this beautiful townhome with Joe Fava of Fava Design. Joe, we have explored some amazing spaces before the break, but now we're in one of my favorite rooms, the kitchen. The kitchen completes this gorgeous great room. The blend of color and texture make this a beautiful space to prepare meals in. What you did here is really special because you worked with some existing items.
This was sort of builder ready when they purchased it, and the kitchen, which is the focal point really of this area, was more of a brown sort of caramel color. And we didn't really want to waste a whole kitchen, predominantly because of time, but also it was a brand new kitchen. So instead of removing it and replacing, we decided to update it. We had the cabinets lacquered, we streamlined sort of this crown detail and changed countertops, backsplash, and also the plumbing. So one takeaway there is if you have a kitchen and stylistically it works and you don't want to go through the whole process of removing and replacing, you can always lacquer.
This color though, we talked about designing with color. I love the way the main living space you brought in a lot of neutrals because this reveals itself. The kitchen is such a key focal point of color.
I wanted the kitchen to sort of be calm, soothing, but still have an impressive wow factor.
Well, it certainly has an impressive wow factor. Starting with this backsplash though, because that is stainless, so your color still pops from the cabinetry. You didn't choose anything that really competes with it.
Right, again, it's just about adding texture.
Yeah.
I love the geometry of the backsplash, and the stainless detail complements the plumbing fixtures, complements the hardware.
Brings it all together.
It brings it all together, and these are just different tricks that you can do if you don't want to do a whole kitchen renovation.
Well, you really created a beautiful, bold look. Your tile selections throughout this project were all so beautiful, lots of textures and also hints of color, and bringing in a hint of color on the front of the peninsula is a beautiful tile.
So one of the things that people are concerned about when they have bar stools in the kitchen is the face.
Yes.
And people kicking with their shoes and leaving scuff marks. So it's always a challenge how we're going to treat it. So in this particular instance, rather than paint, we did a complementary large format glass tile that's
Very nice.
almost the same color as the cabinetry.
Did you choose the tile first or the cabinet?
We chose the tile first. So we were very careful in the color that we wanted, and then we matched the paint color.
So that's a good way to get that exact color onto your cabinets.
Exactly.
Find that first.
Exactly.
Okay.
The takeaway is not to be scared of color. It's more about how you use it, being mindful of a restraintful process. So you don't want to have too much going on, but every area should have something to look at, something interesting.
So that special little surprise is bringing the color on the front of the peninsula and then sort of grounding it with your cabinet.
Exactly.
Next on SoFlo Home Project, neutral and colorful palettes are blended into an incredible master suite. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we're continuing our tour of this beautiful townhome with Joe Fava of Fava Design. Joe, touring this project has been such a great way to share with our viewers how to use color throughout the home, and now we're in the master suite. On the top level of this townhome, we find the master suite. Its beautiful neutral palette is infused with pops of color, as we've seen throughout the home. This room uses a little bit less color than some of the others, but still is infused with some great pops.
So up here, this is sort of their respite from a busy, crazy day. So we wanted to keep everything sort of muted and toned down, but still bring in some of the blues that they liked and we've seen throughout. So here we kept, again, with our grays and taupes, and then popped it with a little of the teal, a little chartreuse.
Great colors.
So still bold, but not over the top.
And now you also mentioned throughout the artwork was a very important way to bring color in this home. And we've got a lot of great vibrant pieces and also whimsy and fun pieces throughout.
We do have a few pieces up here as well, some of their favorite artists.
Here you've done texture and color, which is very nice.
Yes, we did. Well, one of the great ways to introduce texture is using cut velvets. So the fabric here on the headboard is a cut velvet. You have a cut velvet here and actually a cut velvet there. And I think that when people think of cut velvets, I think they think more traditional.
Exactly.
And a lot of the cut velvets now are a little bit more contemporary. This is a geometric.
It brings a freshness to the design, but also remains a classic feel as well. So it kind of is the best of both worlds.
It is.
And one other thing I want to point out to our viewers is you've had so many beautiful florals displayed throughout here as we've toured the home. And I think that's such a great way to bring in color temporarily,
right,
if you're not willing to go as far as changing the fabrics, right?
Exactly. It's just another way to bring in color, texture, just small details that make a big difference.
Joe, well, it's been so wonderful having you back as a guest on our show and checking out another one of your beautiful projects with such great use of pattern and color. Thanks so much for sharing this with us today.
Thank you, Alena, for having us back again. It's been great.
It has. And now let's check out what we have for you next week on SoFlo Home Project. We dig into the vast world of natural stones and show you all you need to know when selecting the right stone surface for your home. And now let's see what Hunter Frankie from SoFlo Health has for us tomorrow. Hunter, what's going on?
Hey there, Alena. No SoFlo Health this week because the NBA playoffs are taking place and they've taken our slot, but we'll be back on June 13th, and I definitely wasn't going to eat this donut. But however, we are off for a few weeks. I could take a break. Let's just say we'll see you on the 13th. No donut, but plenty of things to see around South Florida. Healthy things to do, eat, exercises, all of it. And I'll think about the donut. Oh, I'll think about it.
Thanks, Hunter. And to our viewers at home, thanks for joining us this week. And we hope to see you again next weekend for another episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloHomeProject.com. You could also submit your own design disasters, and you never know, we could be knocking on your door to help. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.